Welcome to the Magma Classroom, our weekly digital painting study session in partnership with Wacom. This particular classroom series focuses on the basics of digital painting, starting with the fundamentals of value, shapes, light and color. We've done a good few apples and spheres already in previous lessons, tried our hands at some more interesting still life studies, broken down simple landscapes, and even run a gauntlet of timed exercises to speed up the learning process. These 1-hour study sessions are aimed at beginners finding their feet with digital painting, illustrators who want to tackle new subjects to grow their visual library, and more experienced painters wanting to warm up or wind down with something different from their usual work. I'm your host Ryan, the resident artist at Magma, and together we'll be sharpening our skills each week with a new subject to study. Top up your mug and grab your drawing tablet. While you wait, be sure to subscribe if you're not already so that you can stay updated about future sessions. We'll be getting started shortly. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the classroom. Welcome back. We had a little bit of a bumpy ending at during our last one on Monday, but all is good with the world now. We're ready for another 1-hour session, doing another landscape study, another grassy landscape. Nice opportunity to play around with some of our grassy brushes that we have. So if you're watching and you want to join in, then you can find all the info in the stream description below. It's all there. You'll have to first join the Artspace, the Magma Classroom Artspace, and then you can follow the link to the canvas. And you can join us here. You'll be able to take one of the canvases down below in the sequence panel, which you can bring up by clicking on the little film strip icon over here, grab one of these canvases, and then you're good to go. Blaze will be activated for the duration of the stream so that you can test out our various brushes and other features that Magma has to offer. And for those who stick around, who actually participate, spend the time working on their study, as part of our partnership with Wacom for the months of July and August, we'll be gifting 7 days free Blaze to our users. You can get that once per month in July and August. And so you can get to keep playing around with things in your own canvases. Also, just another shout out to Wacom. It's their 40th birthday this week, celebrating 40 years in the business, making nice, delicious tablets for us to do these kinds of cool things. Alrighty, so let's get some music going first. Zachary asking about the Artspace link. It's in the stream description, but I will put it in our chat as well, the stream chat. There we go. That's for the Artspace, that first link. And then you'll find the link to the canvas also there. Cool. So let me put some music on and let's get crack-a-lacking with this. Doesn't matter if you're a beginner or super experienced. I mean, beginners, you can sort of follow along. I'll explain a bit of my process. Let's see, which music should we keep going with? A little bit of this fun fantasy music that we had during the clubhouse yesterday? I think so. The stream is there on YouTube. I'll put another link. Let me find it. I think I need to set up like a page of links for the start of it. Thank you very much for posting that. Awesome. Coolios. So, first thing I want to do before I dive into any piece is I want to just assess what's in front of me. What am I busy looking at? Okay, let's get my screen brightness up a little bit here. Yes, obviously we have a grassy landscape, but there's stuff to see here. There's stuff to... Why is it not moving? Move my layer. Let's put that up. There we go. Okay, so we've got a few different shapes here that we're going to pay attention to. Obviously, we've got some nice... wait, let's get a decent brush angle here. Is that too big? That's probably going to be too big. Let's use a red. Yeah. We've obviously got our mountains, right? But there's a general shape here where trails upward. Why did I not go there? So trail slightly upward. Okay, separating the thing. So that's... You can break things down starting off here with these two big shapes. We've got this shape, this whole bottom section as a shape. And we've got our mountains as well. You can break those down into a series. Well, most of these are sort of like triangles and a little bit of tabletops. But you can create a very simple shape structure. And then, of course, we've got our sky. Just checking, how's my audio on the stream? Does it sound all right? Because I had some issues on Wednesday, but everything seems to be... I think I got everything working. Right, so we've got that. Then the other very distinct shape that we've got here is this path of water. All right, which gets smaller as we go into the distance. So a little bend. That then disappears over there. So you can think of this almost like the edge of a ribbony thing. Okay. That nobody should be making voice calls. Yeah. Cool. Thanks, Nexus, for letting me know about the audio. Yes, I saw such a weird thing. My microphone won't work if I plug it directly into the computer, but it works if I plug it into a USB hub. Yeah. Strange thing. The other sort of shapes that we've got going here, you can simplify this as just one straight big shape of grass. That's how you want to start. But when we start breaking it down, there's layers to it. In the foreground, we've got this here. This you can kind of break out as well. And then it's got, because the water flows around behind here, you've got this separate layer. So there's a little bit of shadow there and it's a little light on top. Here as well, there's all these different layers to the mounds and the grassy fields. So we're going to look at all of that. But I don't want to get into details in the beginning. I just want to get down the big blocks of shapes. So that's big blocks of shapes, plural. So let's zoom out and get cracking. I'm going to start off with just a square brush. I don't need anything fancy for this phase. Make it nice and big. And I want to get in my sky first. I kind of work from back to front. This in over here. Nope, that's way too bright. The sky is quite desaturated, so I don't need to go. Don't need to go too bright. Yeah, a little lighter than that. Not too saturated, I mean. I'll adjust all of this. I mean, the amount of actual sky that we see is very little. It's more or less squarish composition. Hey, Mindy, welcome to the stream. Feel free to grab a canvas down below. So I'm working really big brush stuff to start off. If you want to, you can sketch out a little bit before. Most of us will find this helpful, spending the time just sketching first. I'm going to do that on a separate layer. Set my brush pressure to active. So like I said, we had a bit of a... I'm going to minimize this chat. It's a bit distracting. A little bit. And, okay, so we had more than halfway. It's like 3/4 of the way. This gradual rise in the landscape. We had a mountain starting up here, but very quickly coming down. Just general shapes. Nothing detailed. Why is waiting for server response? I don't like that. Yes, I am one of the Magma staff. Been with the team now for just over a year, or around about a year. Somewhere around there. Everyone has got Blaze for the duration of the stream, so that we can use our different brushes. And this starts over here. So, trying to keep it somewhat accurate. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a study after all. Got this here. And the reason I've done this on a separate layer is going to make things a lot easier when it comes time to block things in. Thanks for dropping links there. It's difficult to keep up with what's going on in the chat. It's supposed to be here drawing. And this, okay. But I mean, this is kind of the basic structure of what's here. Yeah, there's a bit of shadow in that one. This mount comes up and down. Down there. Right, cool. That'll do for now. This is the basic layout. Right? That's as much as we need of a sketch to get started. I do recommend with the sky to not go too saturated blue. And what I mean by saturation here is if we look at our color wheel. I'm going to make this slightly bigger. On our color wheel here, saturated colors are to the right. Means they've got a lot of color. They're very rich, and they're desaturated as we go to the left. So I like to start kind of in the middle, maybe even just a little bit off to the left. And we can see here the sky. Yes, it's blue, but it's not a very strong kind of blue. It's quite light. It doesn't have a intense color to it. So that's why I start with that. I'm going to minimize this too and make my display a little bit, zoom it out a little bit. There we go. Oh, something in my eye. Now I'm keeping my sketch on a separate layer. I'm going back to, I'm going to do another layer underneath. Oh, that's weird. Why did it make that? There's weird lines in it. Interesting. Okay, so the quick way to block all of this in would be to take the lasso fill tool, which is on the left here, just between your paint bucket and the square. And I'm going to try and find a green that matches broadly what the green is in the landscape. I'm not going to color pick from it. I can use the color picker tool as a guide to see what sort of green is there. It's very much a yellow green. So I'm going to go a bit lighter to start. And then with the lasso full, I'm actually going to draw out that shape. I don't know if I'll stick with this color, just to get the overall shape in. Even the water. This saves a lot of time. The mountains, what are they? They're kind of like a bluish green, maybe more bluish than green. Yeah, more bluish. Losing a bit of saturation. Or actually gaining it in some parts. Interesting. So I'm just using this to look. So it is definitely a blue of sorts. I'm going to do the same thing here. It's very excessive. I'm going to dial that back. I'm just getting the shapes filled. That's all I'm doing here. And now we can start maybe playing around with some actual painting. Hey, Mountain Pirates. Feel free to grab a canvas. There's lots down there. See, Radek is here as well. I'm gonna have to duplicate a canvas or two here. Got quite a few people joining. Good, good. Okay. Oh, sorry, is the audio of me drinking water there, drinking iced tea, a little loud. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to pick a brush now. Just something simple. I like my sketchy round. And we use it quite big. Now, if I squint, I'm squinting my eyes a lot at this. There's definitely more green in here towards the into the shadow areas. It's way more green. Shifts towards blues. So I'm going to put that in. Probably even more than this. And things will look messy and ugly for quite a while to start in most cases. And that's okay. It's normal. My paintings always go through a very long, ugly phase. I have that like initial sketch, like, yeah, this could be cool. And then I start painting and, oh, it looks terrible. And then you bring it back over time. But I'm not getting fancy with, I'm seeing brushes being mentioned. I'm not getting fancy with brushes early on yet. Keeping it quite, just using straightforward sketchy brush. I could be doing this with a square brush. All set to like a full opacity. We could shift this down towards the blues. Struggling with this color. There's like a warmth in here that lightens up over here. Waiting for server response. Rawr, rawr. Other things I'm noticing in the landscape, that there is a lot of sort of orange here. This green like almost shifts into orange. So I want to get some of that in. This will be a little bolder. There we go. Same with the base, yeah. Good. Lighten this up here. Right, jeez, this 20 minutes goes by so quickly. The orange comes in over here. But I just want to get a bit of that variation. I might even, let's get my density set to pressure. We can gradually shift things around now. Go a bit more yellow. Just capture some of the variation. Here, this is actually way more green on the side of the bank. lightens up quite a bit. Hey, Eyebrow, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're feeling a little better today than yesterday. All right, good. So guys, the people trying to get others to join, the info is all in the stream description. So if you got the YouTube link, it's all there. Stab myself on the table. Oh, yep. Have you experienced the same thing with the USB? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I haven't taken the time to just figure out which ports are what yet on this new device. Yeah, it doesn't. So long as it works in the hub, then it's fine. I don't mind that. I've got so many things connected right now. It's just something I have to keep remembering before the stream. Okay, now we can get in a bit of clouds. But you see the, just for everyone, you can do the same thing. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's really just a matter of changing ports. Let's see. Yeah, I tried doing that. I've taken the firmware and all that. It didn't really work. Sometimes you just have to do things in a different sequence, I suppose, as well. And it just sort of comes right. It's just, I didn't feel like spending time on those things today. Yeah, I usually just completely remove through the device manager. Thankfully, rebooting is not a big deal for me. Oh, let's get a little bit of black screen flashing there. What is going on? So let's see. Oops, wrong button. I'm still getting used to the fact that the new laptop has it's got a Turkish keyboard, and I didn't think about this at all when I got it, that maybe I should ask if they have like a standard US keyboard. But yeah, there's some like characters. A lot of it's muscle memory, but there's some here where I'm like, wait, how do I... Where is this? Where is the character? And the key placement and shapes are slightly different. So like the shift on the left side is much smaller. And so I keep pressing, what is this? What is this button? I push something else every time. Anyway, unimportant. Hey, TBT. There should still be canvases down below. Let's have a look here. You guys are doing well. Some good looking work there. Still got some canvases available. I'm going to try and talk a little less now. See if I can focus on my painting. But yeah, it looks like most people have got the idea there, where it's getting the shapes in first, working from these. I mean, this looks like a mess, right? But this is where it starts. This is where then that you really start to put in the time and start refining things. But you got all the shape information in. You got the sort of light going in. I could put in a bit of snow here. There is no voice call. There is only for the stream anyway, unless you guys are on a voice call by yourselves on Discord. It's just the stream, just me talking. I've got the talking stick, whole stream, just me waffling. Most unfortunate for you. I think we will do some more participatory streams. Oh, I've lost my camera. Hey, Mountain Pirates, you just realized your stream is behind quite a bit. There wasn't much good info, really. Let's see if I can get my camera working again. I bet what happened was that it just switched over to the other Wi-Fi network that I've got set up as a backup. Let's see. Let's see how right I am. Oh, I was wrong. There we go. Back online. Woo! There's the space. Okay. Come on, gimbal. There we go. There we go. Back on track. There is no doing it wrong. There's just taking the time to figure out how to do it better. That's what we're here to do. Spend the time thinking how to get what we're drawing closer to the reference image. If indeed you are trying to do an accurate depiction of it, which I think is what you should be doing when you're a beginner. There are no failed attempts, really. You might not get the result that you wanted, but if you just put in the time thinking about it, how to get it better, you've gained a bit of that experience. Think of it like a video game character. Every time you try the quest, even if you don't complete it, you still get the XP. Which means that next time you try, it'll be a bit easier. And probably once you get to about this point, you can start playing around with some of the brushes that we've got. We've got the nice foliage brushes here. Let's have a look. Based on the thumbnails, looks like everyone's off to a good start. And we've only spent 30 minutes on this. A lot of it's just been talking and typing. Let's see. Let's get these grassy brushes maybe. It's got quite a bit of spread on it, so I want to adjust my settings. Whoops. What did I just do? Ah! I shifted a layer by accident. Ah, I changed the opacity. That's what I did. Set my brush settings to full, so I can adjust the spread and the spacing. Yeah, there we go. Now we can do this properly. This is what cats do. This is what cats do. Ah, good. I need this to be darker, so let's go back to my sketchy brush. And generally there's, when it goes to the shadow areas, the color is quite a bit cooler. So what I mean by that is that, well, there are a couple of things. One is that it desaturates, loses a bit of the richness of color. That generally happens, but also obviously it's shifting in value, but can also shift a little bit more down towards the blues. Doesn't necessarily desaturate. Each situation is different. Quite a bit of dark shadow at the back here. This too sort of lightens out. The river is difficult for sure, because the color, it's not like it's just blue, right? There's a lot of different colors in here, and it's mostly grays actually. It gains a little bit of saturation, just a little bit. Okay, in some parts it is quite a bit more brown, but it's a largely gray scenario. But then it's, you know, you want to squint your eyes and just try and find the shapes again. So here there's a lot of light. It's also kind of dark over here. It's also got a bit of orange in it. Some warmth along the bank there. And I know we've got all these like little strands of grass, but I'm saving that for later. They'll definitely show up in the light hitting the blades of grass will be visible, overlapping the river. But we can get that in later. I kind of want to get the values and stuff right first. Open this up a little bit more as it comes towards us. We've got a bit of shadow in here. That was too much. There. Lean back. Okay. 37 minutes. Don't forget to have a sip of water. Stay hydrated. Don't want anybody losing hydration on my stream. No. Let's change the music track here. I'm enjoying this sort of fantasy tavern stuff at the moment for drawing. No. I think it's too soon to be asking if yours is looking, if anyone's is looking okay. Like mine still needs so much work. I just need to get these mounds right. These over here where I want to take the time. Get those shapes looking right. We'll get these clumps in, and we'll get those flowers in later too. There's definitely a bit of blue in here. Let's find ourselves a bit of blue. What are we studying next week, by the way? We're doing some weathered metal, so kind of revisiting a little bit of what we tackled recently with the helmets. But we'll simplify things because I know we've got a lot more beginner folks joining us. So maybe what we'll do is we'll do some weathered metal spheres. Always good to do sphere studies. Yeah, sphere material studies. That's what I'm trying to say. We have the next month and a half of stream topics all sorted. So you'll find all of those on our YouTube channel, all lined up and ready to go. We've got some really fun ones. Super excited about the next clubhouse. At last, Eyebrow will get his delicious food theme that I've deprived you of for so long. We're gonna have to get Cybernaut in as well to draw some stuff. Yeah, we've already had like a lot of Among Us stuff popping up in our earlier streams when we started out the clubhouse. Had lots of Among Us characters being drawn. I suppose because it has such simple shape design, it's easy to bring those into the canvas and tweak them in fun ways. Well, I forgot I still have my sketch layer on. Let's find it and shut her down. It is hard. It is hard. That's why we're doing it. Throw ourselves in the deep end, challenge ourselves with some stuff we haven't done before or aren't very good at, maybe. I know landscapes are not a strong point for me, but I've been looking so much at Nathan Fox's work recently that I'm just like, I have got to learn how to paint like this. I mean, obviously that's not like this, like find my own way through it, but his way of painting is just, it's just gorgeous and vibrant and makes me so excited about landscapes. So if you haven't seen Nathan Fox's work, do check it out. Do check it out. He also does portraits in charcoal. Gorgeous charcoal. Waiting for server response. Yeah, so we have 15 minutes left of the live stream. You guys are welcome to keep painting if you want to. If you want to save what you've done, then be sure to go to the file menu and either export as a PSD if you want all your layers to work in a different software, or even in Magma, you can export it as a PSD and then import it into your private dashboard if you want to keep working on it and really take your time. Or you can share it as a PNG just to save, share it on social media, tag us, hashtag made with Magma. Yeah, and you can keep working on things. Because what will happen is at the end of the stream, those of you who don't have Blaze, although most of you will probably get it for the time, but the sequence panel, most people on a free plan only have access to the first 4 canvases, but Blaze users can have a whole lot more, which is why I say just save it just in case. But you guys have been working hard. You've been participating for the full stream. You'll get Blaze for 7 days. This means you can play around with all the features on your own canvases. Play around with everything else that we've got to offer here. And you'll also then have access to the rest of the canvases, to your canvases if they're a little later in the sequence. Thanks. It's okay. It's okay. It's taken me a really long time, but I always paint really slowly when I've got to talk on stream. So in future, I think I need to structure things where I talk for the first half hour, and then after that, zone in, focus. So that I can actually get a focused result. Not necessarily a great result, but a focused one where I know I've spent some proper time thinking about what I'm trying to achieve here. What sort of tablets are you guys using? Are you on mobile devices like iPad or Samsung tablets? Are you on a Wacom device? Screenless tablet, display tablet. Thank you. Appreciate the comments. Using Wacom? Nice. Which Wacom are you using? Yeah. Mountain Pirate using a Huion. Yeah, getting someone else on the canvas to spread the talking load for sure. Can be good. I also don't want to be too much talking for the classroom streams because, the intention here is that we're kind of working, right? We're here thinking. Obviously, we're learning from each other and chatting, but it's kind of intended to be more of a learning session. Where it's about us being together that we. Hello. Jax animates. Juxie. On a mouse. Props to you. Craig Mullins has done his paintings with a mouse in the past. He started. Not the stuff you see now, but earlier things. It is possible. It's a heck of a challenge. So props to you for going at it with such a challenging tool. But I think I've mentioned this before. I think painting is a lot easier than drawing with a mouse. When you start thinking in shapes of color and of value, light and dark, it does make it a little bit easier. Especially when you start controlling all your different settings that you have available underneath your color wheel, like your opacity, the direction of your brush, the angle of it. Okay, now we're getting close to the end. I should probably add in a little bit of a little bit of these flowers and stuff. A little bit of flowers and stuff. I feel like this could be a bit lighter too. Before I get there, there is no blending tool. If you want to blend, the best thing to do is to lower the opacity and or the density of your brush. So these two settings here. And then if I use this section, for example, I'll color pick from one side, go over, but it's really light, and you get a little bit of that other color coming through. And then I'll color pick from that, and I'll go back over until I get a nice smooth transition. If I want a smooth transition, that is. Something like the mixer tool would be quite cool to use together with the shapes that we have. But future things. Yeah, the spread and the spacing as well. Because then you can get some of the what's underneath showing through quite nicely. Well, let me get my settings back up because it's. Oh, nice! First time doing this. That's cool. It's nice. It's always exciting to see people doing this kind of thing, this kind of painting on their first time. See, Juki's joined us on the canvas on the Artspace. There should still be one further down in the sequence panel. Yeah, there's still some there. So as much as the stream's coming to an end, you're welcome to take a crack at the reference material. Yeah, good call out there, Mountain Pirate, on the jitter settings, the color jitter settings, color dynamics. Oh yeah, I was going to add in some of these flowers, wasn't I? Let's see, what should I use? I could do. These are kind of interesting little buds here. So let's take maybe the egg brush, found this reddish mauvish color. What does that do? Okay, we can go a little bit brighter than that, I think. Spread things out a little more. Because I've added in that spread, there's a bit of randomness to it. I'm not too sure where things are going to pop up like that one. And we can go a little bit smaller because going into the distance, things are going to change. This one can actually be a bit darker because we're getting the shadows. And then once you get some of these sort of shapes in, then you can refine them a bit more, but you've got a bit of placement. So you can use a brush to set things up, and then you go in and detail a bit more. Now, before we bring things to a close, is there anyone here that found out about this stream through the Wacom newsletter? I was curious to see. It's part of our partnership with them, getting some fresh people joining. Interesting to see who found out about this through that. Yeah, I'm going to take a little look at everyone's drawings in a moment. Still have to get some of this. As much as I like having new brushes, sometimes I just want to Just use a simple brush. Looks like a Windows screen. Who remembers the landscape background from Windows XP? It was that really simple landscape. It's kind of distinctive of that. Yeah, no, look, I mean, you can't compare really. You can't compare yourself with others too much because everyone's got their own levels of experience, different things they've learned, pathways to learning. I mean, I have been doing this a little while, so if this is the first time you're doing this kind of painting, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't compare. Showed up and did the thing. That is commendable. Whoops, wrong color. Experience and focus. Time and focus. Be doing the same level of work. Oh, I'm erasing. That's why I'm erasing. And I was bringing this color in. I was erasing. What a fool I am. Oh, but we all have that that angry inspired, right? Where you see someone's work and it's so good, but you just can't believe you did that. How could you make something so darn cool? Really. I get that all the time, but it's just because I love the work. It's not actual hate or envy or anything like that. It's just beautiful. Got to celebrate our fellow artists. Let's see. Let's sketch layer. A little bit of it was showing through where I didn't want it. Sure. Yeah, we're pretty much at the end now. I think it's time we can go take a little look and see what everyone's done. Let me get going here. Bring up the sequence panel. And away we go. I forgot what the hotkey was. There we go. The hotkey to change canvases in the sequence. Very nice. Very nice. See, playing around with those texture brushes, the leaves there, got that jitter on them. No, there's no rating system here. Very cool. Keep going. I like that you've got some variation in the greens here. So where light would be hitting. Good stuff. Keep going. Keep going. Who we got next? When my canvas loads. Internet's being a little slow. It seems to happen in the evenings. Maybe there's other people on this network that I don't know about. Load, canvas, load. Oh boy. Oh boy. There we go. Wait. We've lost my camera. Oh dear. Ooh. Anfall. Wow. Great stuff on those mountains. Oh, those are great. I'm looking forward to seeing how this progresses. Very cool. It's such fun to to paint. Who we got next? What is the name here? Oh, this was that cinnamon? I think. Very nice. Very nice. The very hard brush here just feels like it clashes a little bit for me. Like it's too sharp. It draws a lot of my attention when you've got quite blurry mountains. But I'm sure it's just a matter of time that you put into it. They're cute flowers too. I'm not rating them. Just commenting and having a look, seeing what everyone's doing. Let's see. Nice, strong colors. Actually, for something so vibrant, it actually looks really cool. Like really saturated colors, but it looks very nice. Yeah, the light landing on there further in the background. Looking good. Looking good. Next one. Nexus. Going for it. Nice. Starting off. Yeah, getting those like general shapes in first. I see you spend spend some time there in the corner, getting your piece down. Can't do hills. It's just a case of breaking things down into shapes. Solid. Which brush is this? It's quite a bit of texture there. Which one is that? Nice. One of the chalky brushes, perhaps, or is it? Something's got the spread and spacing there. But nice playing around with those brushes. Ooh, looking good, Minty. Looking good. I really like the mountains there. Got that atmospheric perspective on point. Let's have a look here. Oh, nice. Oh, also putting quite a bit of time to those mountains. Mountain Pirate. Of course, Mountain Pirate would put in that little bit of extra time into the mountains. So I think things are looking good. The tricky thing is going to be here in the foreground, but it depends on, where you want focus to be. But so far the lighting looks good. I'm leaning back just so I can get a proper squinted look at your colors, and I think you've pretty much nailed it. So good job. Great job. So I don't know why my camera's not working. I can try to figure this out. It's wrong direction. The interesting approach that the sort of flowing inward. I'm waving my hands. You can't even see my camera. The flowing of those lines inward towards the water is quite an interesting approach. Great job, Radek. Looking super nice. Seeing all, you can see the layers of those hills really quite well. Maybe I'll just change my camera here. Something else while I figure this out. There we go. There we go. Who we got next? Hey, we got quite a gang of people here. SKV. Oh, looking good. Going with the desaturated colors early on. Like I was talking about earlier. Looking very nice. It seems a lot of people like spending time on the mountains early on. Dig it. Let's see. Why is this not working? Come on, camera. Behave. There we go. There we got eyebrow. Those colors are going to look good. Going with the grid approach to get the proportions down on the placement of things. I like it. I like it. Let's change this up now. Back to that camera. There we go. Cool. Yeah, great job. it's so interesting to see where people focus their attention early on in the piece. TBT going for it as well. Nice, got some snow in those mountains. Keen to see how things go. Spend a bit more time on it. But yeah, we got the clear shadow side here. Good stuff. Maybe try and bring in a little bit of this yellow, just like a sort of yellowish brown, golden color that's a little further back. Bringing that into some of your pieces as well, I think will make quite a nice difference. Who we got here? Juki. Loading. Nice. Oh, check this. I didn't know Magma had a gradient tool. Nice smooth transitions there. Good stuff. It's tricky getting that water, that flowing water look. Good job, guys. Well done, so well. That's everybody. Nice. Excellent work. Excellent work. That was a lot of fun. How did you guys find this? Did you enjoy it? Find it out? It's clear everywhere that most people found it quite challenging, which is good. That's what I like. I forget where yours was, Zachary. Lose track of everyone's things. But yeah, awesome stuff. So the stream is done, but don't feel like you have to stop there. If you want to keep working, keep chatting, go for it. Go for it. I'm sure there are others who want to keep working on their pieces too. There's so little time. And you guys, some of you were worried that, how can you stay focused on this for a full hour? And yet here we are. It was so little time. It's amazing how quickly it goes by. All did really well. It was my pleasure. Great to have you all here. Great to be painting with you. And we'll be doing this again next week. Monday, we'll be painting weathered metal. Yeah, and you guys will get... you'll get Blaze for 7 days. Those of you who haven't got it already, you can only get it once per month. But do use them and think about them. I do want to get some feedback from you guys about your experience with the brushes, whether you think things could be improved, and just which ones you found really useful. That information is really valuable for us. So yeah, just play with them, but also think about it. Okay, this is nice. What can I do with this? I still need to prep some survey questions for you actually on those about the brushes. Oh, it's so tricky getting the values in the mountains. That's not what I get. And to stay up to date about the future streams, don't forget to do the thing. Like, subscribe, punch that bell button or whatever, all those things that everyone on YouTube always asks you to do, But yeah, if you want to get notified about the streams when they happen, then it would be a good idea to subscribe. And you'll know as soon as we go live, which we do currently 3 times a week, sometimes 4. If Udi does his character design streams, or not if, like when he does his, sorry. They're usually every other week, work dependent. So if you want to learn character design, his workshops are great for that. The last one was on designing heads, so you can go back and watch that on the channel if you're interested. So yeah, that's all from me. I do kind of want to keep painting, but it's time to get some food in my belly, I think. Because I would like to get a slightly better result. And actually, before I close off, maybe something to do. When you guys get to the point where you decide, okay, that's enough of this painting, take a moment just to look at it, think on the process, what you did, and kind of ask yourself what you could have done better, what you could have done more efficiently. This is what I'm trying to get better about. Each stream is a little something like, oh, I really could have made such better progress if I had done X, Y, Z. A lot of it has to do with brush economy in my case. But yeah, just so that next time when you come back to the next session, you go, oh yes, I need to try to think about this thing a bit better, or do that to get the base colors down faster, that kind of thing. Alrighty. Cool, so enjoy the rest of your day, morning, night, whatever the time is where you are. Enjoy the weekend. I'll chat you guys again on Monday. Time to roll out. Where's my rollout video? Goodbye. Thanks again, everybody.